belief system. It's just how much that person believes in the story they're told, and then you're again the idiot, apparently, in their presumption, because you don't believe the same thing as them, and all you're saying is like, I don't have a time machine, and I don't have my own family's history for the last 5 generations. So why would I ever assume that there's one entity like all around the world collectively storing this Earth's history in chronological order just for my ease of viewing, whatever. Like, if we can't even keep our own family's history in a book in the house with the photos and paperwork and everything, most people can't. They don't know. They know their mum, their grandparents. Some are lucky enough to know their great grandparents in their lifetime, but people don't know who their great grandparents were, let alone their parents.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, all you have to do is look at what the universities are dishing out these days. These people can't tell you, they can't point to fucking Germany on a map, or they're just they're having these degrees in social political explanations before the advent of after the advent of Joe Biden. What? Like,
Mm-hmm.
name me 3 countries beside the USA. Okay, USA. Yeah, no, besides the USA. Okay,
Alabama.
Canada, Mexico, and Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. No, I used to think that must be this must be a piss take. Like, this cannot be true. But they've done it with hundreds of thousands, hundreds and hundreds of people. And it all seems pretty genuine. Like,
a lot of it seems genuine, and then a lot of it seems staged, but they've blurred the lines of being able to determine what's real and what's fake anymore, Like, none of us know if what this alleged assassination is real either, We're just, it's just another bullshit story.
see, now that's another thing I thought about. Could that, listen, if you think you're a truther and you don't, you cannot grasp the concept that you know fuck all, and that you don't know the truth.
Have you ever met Steve A on Discord?
I think I have, yeah.
Yeah, Steve A. I was already on that path, but when I met him, because he's older, so I always respect my elders because they have the wisdom. But Steve really, he said like, you're like, not to me, but his message is like, you're a stupid motherfucker. Like, until you come back down to zero and realize you don't know fuck all, you have to start from zero.
That's fucking number 1 in my book, bro. Number fucking 1, like, yeah. I mean, how can you be so fucking conceited and full of yourself that you think you have any clue in what's actually going on? You don't. Yep. You never will. You can't fight it, and you have no fucking. You're never going to win that battle.
It's a helpless fight. They put the hand on the little child that can't reach him, and you're there swinging because you can't reach it. There's time and distance in between you, and they're bigger and stronger and have more resources, And people don't want to accept the fact that they don't know fuck all apart from their own life, and that even in their own family, it's all based on trust. This is how crazy it is. Prove to me that your mum's your mum. Okay, fine, DNA test and all that. Prove to me that your mum's mum is her mum and it's your real nan. Yeah, exactly. You can't do it.
Yeah, but the hubris becomes intolerable just because you can pick up a phone and find any answer to anything. Your hubris now becomes intolerable because now you think you fucking know it all. You don't know it all. You know fuck all.
Well, how many times do they say Google it? Bro, you can Google it right now. Look it up. It's like, look it up where? On their search engine? Okay, look up, can Google be wrong? Yes, it will say, like Google itself.
No, never. Google can never be wrong. Are you fucking insane?
Yeah. It's crazy.
If you think Google is wrong, please check yourself into the nearest fucking insane asylum. Thank you very much.
Yeah, all information on Google is like goes through a process. People analyze that information before releasing it. We are the truth. We provide you the truth. We do not provide misinformation on Google. Do not ever question Google. Ask Google questions, but do not question Google.
Yeah, ask the latest AI bot to fucking show you pictures of a white family. I'm sorry, we cannot do that due to prejudice and blah, 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 blah. Then ask them to show you a picture of a black family. There you go. They're a lovely black family. How you doing?
Did you see that little clip? It's pretty stupid, but if you type in, you just go on Google and go to images, right, and type 2024. Then you'll see, like, you just scroll down to, like, the first 10 pictures. Then you do it for 2025. Then you
I've
do it
seen
for
it.
2026. You seen it? Yeah.
Yeah, 2026, 27 is like the end of the world, apocalypse time, isn't it? And
Yeah, and then it's
2028,
like the
29 is
aftermath. Mm.
it's like some future world that George Clooney was in.
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah.
The world is probably run by a higher intelligence, far more intelligent than us. And we got no chance of
Mm.
ever fucking getting close to how intelligent it is. Just accept the fact that you're a you're a dumbass.
Yeah,
Uh,
when you look at the world, the things, the complex geometry involved in the world, and then what it takes to make a human. It's the most complex thing. That's why to the day, the most highly advanced camera is the human eye. And then even if you were to claim that there's a camera more advanced than the human eye, you would still be observing that camera and its pictures through the human eye. So without it, it's stupid. What I'm saying is these people here, their aim is they don't like the fact they're spoiled brats, and they're down here and they don't like the fact that they will never control it in its entirety because they didn't make it.
that's
So
true.
so all this, that's why they glorify this artificial intelligence, higher advanced computer systems, because what they're saying is we can do it a different way, an artificial way, and it's more advanced than the natural human state. That's the whole thing.
I look at this thing every day, and I look at life in the biological human machine and nature and etc. and wonder at how this fucking was even created or came to be. And then realize that I have no fucking clue. But I
Yeah.
suppose the only point I'm trying to make here is that I wake up every day and marvel, not too much, but at it. It's like,
That's the gift, bro. That's the gift you were given. That's when you understand there's something more than this, because that's what it's there for. You look at it and you marvel at it. That's his beautiful. I'm not saying it's a god of any book, and I'm saying there's something there that created this for us, and it's very, very beautiful. And if you're actually looking, you'll just admire it.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Just stop and take time to smell the roses.
Like the will to survive. I tried. I lasted less than 2 minutes before they muted me and booted me out. It was an atheist group, and I said, "Well, I got a better argument. It's the will to survive," and they're already just parroting each other. That's stupid. The will to survive. But my only argument is like on that is like a physical example. Like the will to survive is natural, but if you want to kill yourself, you can kill yourself. But what you can't do is strangle yourself to death. Impossible. So you can't use your own hands, to strangle yourself to death, because the will to survive always wins, and it stops you from killing yourself.
You
So
know, there's nothing worse than finding yourself in an echo chamber. Because if I could, if you did, I would find a way to strangle myself.
yeah, yeah,
Where are you from, Bara? I know it's the southern hemisphere, right?
yeah. It's I'm from Western Australia.
Western. Let me see, east and western. You're from the dry part.
Mm.
Brisbane.
Nah, that's all on the east. Like
Oh, I'm in the wrong
Australia,
direction.
yeah, Australia is all the other states, and then it's just us over here, Western Australia. Everything else is north, south, or east, obviously. But we're just our own state. We got one capital city.
Oh,
But we're the
okay.
biggest state. We're the
You
biggest
know,
state of Australia. Mm.
all right. Do you know what Australia is? It's fucking massive, bro.
Yeah, it's huge.
Huge.
I'll tell you right now, it's fucking huge. Like you go and drive 40 minutes out from the city, you're in fucking nowhere land, and just for as far as you can see, it's land on land on land. And if you keep going, you just go into more land. Like it's like, yeah.
A friend of mine, my boss, he went to Australia there for 6 weeks. His son lives there, and the wife and husband, and they're pretty, the father, and they're very well off. He says, Paul, you won't believe it. Like, we landed in Western Australia, and it took us fucking 6 hours to fly to fucking. It's fucking huge. But he loves it. If he wasn't married, he'd be there now living. I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty shit. There's a lot of shit stuff that happens here, but for the most part, they call it the lucky
Like
country for
anywhere.
a reason. Like,
The
yeah,
what country, sorry?
the lucky country. And if you really
Right.
think about it,
For
think
the
about
Irish.
the war. Yeah, well, think about the wars that Australia's been in. We literally have one story. It's like, we fought on the seashore of like Gallipoli, and like, it's like
Thanks,
we
Mel.
didn't have to experience. We didn't have to experience any of that, you know. And we have like, we got free healthcare. It's really good here, you know.
Well, yeah, okay. I hear it's expensive, but yeah, I heard about the free healthcare thing. That's pretty good.
Our payphones here are free.
How long you gotta wait for a real appointment?
Shut up. Your payphones are free.
Yeah, you can get an appointment the same day. We got hospital covers free. So if you go there, it's emergency, it's free. They'll operate on you, fix you up, stitch you up, you're free to go. And then if you can't get in hospital, they got urgent care. That's basically like, it's just a normal doctor surgery, but it's like a mini hospital in there. You get same day appointments on a fucking Sunday, you know?
So that's when the taxes are actually being used properly.
Yeah. And then what was the other question you asked? The payphones are free? Yeah, it hasn't always been free, but it's been free for about 3 years and it's staying that way. They just made them all free. And
Yeah,
the
but who
payphones work for text and calls. So you can go and just send a message from any payphone you want, you know?
Oh, so it's like a smart payphone.
Well, it's the same payphones. They've just disabled the coining system, and now it's just you just pick it up and dial whatever number you want and ring them and talk to them as long as you want, you know? Before that, we
Mom.
obviously had one. Yeah, yeah. So anytime you see a payphone, if you're just having fun that day, just pull up, ring him, just your mum. Hello, what are you calling me for? Nothing. I just stopped at the payphone, and since it's free, I thought I'll call you.
Just want to tell you I love you, Mom. Are you on fucking drugs?
Yeah.
No, I'm not, Mom. Yeah, okay. Fentanyl.
Yeah. But we are one of the biggest consumers of meth according to their numbers, you know.
So life is pretty good in Australia.
It's pretty laid back, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And it's just the culture here. Like, we do have a culture. It's like the Australian culture. Like, really, there's a lot of racist people here. It's like heavily still a thing racist, but the majority of people don't give a fuck where you're from. Like, if you're from here, we got your fucking back. And it doesn't matter if you're Indian, African, whatever, we'll help you out and we'll call you mate. That's just how it is. Yeah.
Hey, why was Rolf Harris arrested? Because he let too many kids play with his didgeridoo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Did he get
sorry.
arrested in England or something? Or was it here? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Was he another pedo that they knighted? Wasn't he Sir Rolf Harris?
I think so, yeah.
I think they knighted him because he painted a portrait of the Queen, right? Or I don't know if he was whatever, but there you go. There's like another pedo that they knighted, and you know.
Probably good friends with Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, and then how can you be friends with Jimmy and Jimmy's friends with Charles? Charles is brother of Andrew, and they're all involved, and then they're going and none, like what?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously. It's right there in front of your face, pal. It's like, if you won if I won $6 million in the lotto, the first thing I'm going to think about is hookers. 18 plus with fucking lingerie and, what these people do As they think of 13-year-olds. That's what they do.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just so fucking obvious. Like,
Yep. But it's tragic. I mean, my name when I first came on Discord was like the upside down Australian because it makes Globers admit that I would appear to be upside down and makes their ball look stupid. It's still my name, I think, but I saved it to save the children because I have a thing where it's like, to me personally, like flat Earth and that, it comes second. The most important thing is like what's happening to kids, humans as well, the human trafficking side of things. But the children is number one, you know. So
that was kind of a revelation. People thought
mm,
slavery was dead, and there's like fucking 20 million slaves. And I mean, I seen. Now listen, now I'm going to tell you a little story now here. It's not pleasant, but I seen
mhm.
like an Indonesian couple or something, and they were in fucking tears one day on a documentary about they sold their kid for like I don't know, fucking $50, which was a lot of money there. And we want our kid back, but you know this shit is going on all over the world, selling kids into fucking sex slavery. It's like
Mhm.
it's a dark fucking place, isn't it?
Yeah. Um. This is what my thing is too. A lot of people don't. There's a lot of people never saw this side of it. But basically, in like 2014, 2015, they came out with Pizzagate, and then Pizzagate more or less gave the aspect. It was celebrities as well as royal and high things that had this inner circle that were all connected. To this day, like they discredit Pizzagate as ever being a real thing. That was the WikiLeaks emails. But in this same narrative, they credit the WikiLeaks emails to being what led to Epstein's arrest. So they want to have it both ways. Um, but it happened around the same time. And then this is how I found out about Flat Earth, where I was researching Pizzagate, and now all these mainstream articles were popping up. And one was like from conspiracies from Flat Earth to Pizzagate. And that's what made me go, oh, why are they putting these two in the same basket? Because I know they're trying to discredit Pizzagate. So
Ah,
what's this Flat Earth thing? That's how I came to it. But a lot of people don't see this possibility. Like they're happy to sacrifice the flat Earth argument because the what's going on is more important, and flat Earth overtook that thing, and Pizzagate and all that stuff got swept under the rug. I'm
yeah.
saying, show me a Discord server where they're talking about human trafficking, like as
Or
much as flat
Pizzagate.
Earth is. Mm. What's
Uh,
Pizzagate?
yeah, but see, the thing is that the people forget. This is the thing, right? People forget very, very quickly and very easily. They know that if they do damage control often, long enough, and often enough, within 6 months or a year, people sort of forget and move on to the next thing, and then something else fucking pops up. People forget very
Mm.
easily.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. That's how you came to Flat Earth through. They were
Yeah.
making a comparison between the two.
Yeah. That's right. And then then you could still find the videos on YouTube, you know, documentaries. You still find them now. Like it's like many flat earthers still have their channels. You can find the documentaries. But then they still had a lot of stuff on this Pizzagate thing, and they were breaking it down, and you could find all the videos that would show all the emails as well as all these people that linked their Instagram accounts, the connections between them, and all that sort of stuff. And one of those videos was called Those Who Know Can't Sleep. Because once you really go into that side of things, it's very, very rough, you know what I mean? And it's very hard. And there is people that have gone through it and they say, oh, no, I had to give that up and I couldn't go into it more because it was just too much. And then there's people that have just gone beyond that point because you have too much empathy. And that's the crazy part about empathy is putting yourself in that person's shoes, right? And
Yeah,
like
not a
imagining
good
what's
thing.
so. Yeah. So if you have empathy for a little boy that's sold or the child that's sold like you can picture it 1,000 ways to die, whatever it is. Now you understand like that taking somebody's innocence the way they do it to these children is the most evil thing anyone can do. Yeah. And it's just the most amount of suffering that you can cause on innocence. And now that energy is in the entire world. So the analogy will be like a house. The example Now, upstairs is the living room, the lounge room, the bedrooms, the dinner where everyone has the family dinners. But in the basement is the kids that get tortured and things you don't even want to talk about. How do you live in that house knowing that those things are going on in the basement? The only way is to pretend it's not happening.
Well, you just talked about stuff that let me tell you, when I try to think about the way the world is and things that really fucking irk me, that to me is the worst. And you're 100% correct in what you just said. How somebody is caught with 1,560 indecent images of kids being fucking abused, while also being suspected of taking part in said abuse, and get 6 months suspended sentence. And that's how the judicial system works today in this world. I have no fucking idea, because way back in the day, we're talking 100, 200 years ago, you'd be strung up by the nearest tree, or you'd definitely spend life in prison, and you probably wouldn't see the end of the first year because the boys inside that prison would make sure that you fucking didn't.
Yep.
Because you are, like you said, taking an innocent and completely destroying and wrecking their life with the most utter fucking filth that you can imagine. And those people are worse than murderers to me. Like, if anybody can kill somebody else, and if somebody is a first, third, or second, or third degree murderer, that's fine. We can talk about the death sentence there. But these people deserve no less, in my opinion.
100%. And that's the problem, is like they desensitize people to the point of punishing those who commit these acts. It's instant death. We go through the same process where we can't just accuse someone and then kill them, but without a doubt, we demonstrate the evidence to show that this person did commit these acts. Some of these people admit it. So the person who admits it and says, "I did it," and the evidence all matches up, that person is strung up immediately in the street for spectators to watch. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We do the other way around here, man. There's this organization called Dads on Guard here. Every time that there's one of these people released back into the public, we throw fucking barbecues on their front lawn with bikers, Hells Angels, everything, you name it. We're on their front yard, fucking cooking steaks, fucking catcalling into their house.
That's pretty good.
They are the lowest of the fucking lowest human beings you can imagine.
Peeking out of their curtains like fucking goofs.
Yeah, and although that's very good, right? It is good, and I would never knock it in any way. That's like one level of this thing that's going on, you know? That's like the same, and I would never defend these people or justify any of their behavior, but there is levels to it, and that's why people can't have the conversation, you know? You have like desperate men, virgins that were rejected their whole life, right? And then as they get older, it seems easier to target someone like fragile like that. Those are the ones that will have pictures and all this sort of stuff, and they may attempt to meet up, but their actual thing is they actually want to love the kid. They don't want to sodomy on it and all that sort of shit. It's weird shit, right? But there's one level of that, you know? And then there's the ones that want to do those things, would kill them, given the chance. They rape them, kill them. And then there's the higher level, like the elites that are sacrificing them and doing these rituals and breeding them en masse, you know, for those purposes.
There's people who have taken kids and sodomized them and killed them, and they're fucking free as a bird right now. How does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make any sense. And they do this with men that rape women as well. They let rapists back out onto the streets. They go in and do it again, and then they go to jail and they let them out again. And then, like the fourth time, they rape them and kill someone, and then they give them a life sentence.
Mm-hmm.
When they should kill them the first time. But then, okay, you fucked up the second time. Now you have to kill them. And this is me. I know some people might not agree with it, but if the court deems the person to say, "Oh, it's due to mental health, they didn't know what they were doing," well, at this point, unfortunately, we have to treat the human like a machine. In the same way we would say the machine is broken, it's not fixable, dispose of the machine. It doesn't matter even if it resorts to mental health, they're still dying.
But look, and there's bleeding heart liberals that will say, "Oh, but you can't because there's been innocent men that has innocent people that has occurred." I'm like, look, I'm sorry if you're one of 32,000 that was fucking innocently hung. but it's worth it to not desensitize the population and allow this shit to fucking uh,
Yeah, but we would
promulgate
have,
throughout entire fucking societies.
in a situation like that where the penalty is so strict and direct, you would have to do everything and foolproof that system to determine that we can't afford even one person who is innocent. We can't hang that person because we're only killing in righteousness. We're not murdering. The second we murder someone innocent, that means our little system failed, and now we're just as guilty of doing the wrong thing. We've taken innocence, you know.
Well, no, but but you're doing it. You're not doing it on purpose. Like it's
Yeah, but we
acceptable
can't have that.
collateral damage
Yeah, no,
in order
I
to
don't know
keep
about that.
the fabric of society from fucking breaking apart. Whereas you can sodomize and murder a kid and be out in 15 years. 2
I'll
kids,
tell
3
you
kids.
why. I'll tell you why you can't do it that
No.
way, because if it resorts to people being bloodthirsty, right? They get lost in chasing the conviction, and that's how innocent people do get convicted of things. You should never have a system where you need evidence that demonstrates without a doubt this person did commit the crime, and then have instances where innocent people are found guilty. It should never work like that. That's like applying
Nothing is
science.
no science. No
That's
system is perfect, is it?
Yeah, of course. But that's like applying science and then doing it incorrectly, and then determining conclusions based on evidence that never existed, or simply because you just want to rush and finish the experiment, or whatever, you know?
No. There has to be conclusive evidence. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's people who have been seen doing it or doing things like murdering somebody by 6 witnesses, and they get 10 years and they're out. Like, if you're
Yeah.
seen undoubtedly murdering somebody in front of 6 witnesses and a police officer, then
Mm.
you're dead. That's it. You're dead. That's the bar. I'm
Correct,
sorry.
yeah.
These 6 people have seen you, and there was a police officer came by and also said, "You're dead. That's it." If there's doubt, any fucking doubt, sure, okay. So nobody's seen you, but somebody heard it or whatever, or there's DNA or I don't know, man. It's fucking gray,
No,
black
I
and
hear
white
what you're
area.
saying. I just have to do it objectively, and objectively, I don't think it's fair to say it doesn't matter if maybe 32,000 innocent get hung in the process of that. It's worth it. I don't think that's subjectively true, but
I think you have to take each case of this. Okay, so we found 6 dead children's bones buried underneath your cellar. All these fucking photographs here, and
yeah.
well, here's 16 years in prison. You might have parole and things like that. I mean, no.
Nah. If it's pretty obvious, like, that's what
And
I'm saying.
that's
Yeah,
it. You're dead. You're
mm,
dead.
correct. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you got to set the bar here.
Mm.
But I suppose that's how it's supposed to work, but it doesn't really, does it? I mean, if there's any fucking doubt, of course not. But
It, it, it is supposed.
if there's
It
DNA
is.
and bones buried under your cellar, you're fucking dead, bro.
Yeah, it is supposed to work like that. It's like, common sense, morals, morality, all these things are instilled in you before you're born. It's just a choice whether to do bad or good, But what I'm saying is, like, a universal currency, more or less, is a good thing. You don't even need the money. All you need to say is that everyone who contributes to the overall system is equal and as important. Um, that's all you need to do. But I lost the train of thought, but I'll remember it in a second what I was actually saying.
Uh,
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. So
I'm
everything's in
just going to
reverse.
interrupt you here. I have
Yeah.
to go, but it's been nice
Oh,
talking to you.
okay.
I'm going to watch
You too, bro.
I'm going to watch England beat Spain tonight. Hey, thanks, bro.
You too. You too, bro. Yeah. If anyone else is listening, I just want to finish the point. It was just that they take everything that could be good and they make it bad. That's the problem. That's been a problem for a long time. It's that usually the people who rise to the decision making and the power end up being corrupted from within. So it's not about the way you go about it. It's that if you create a system where everybody's equal, but they have control of how that works. They have the power to switch off the buttons and pick and choose who you know what I mean. And people don't get it that that's what they're doing now anyway. It's the same thing they have in China where they have a social credit score system. Well, you have a credit score system in your country too. It's how you get loans, whether you can get approved or not. They already categorize you and stuff. And they do that because they own the money. You're playing the imaginary money game. It doesn't exist. So there's like 3 ways of winning. One way is like you win a big prize. It's like $60 billion, for example, a lotto, like 40 billion, whatever. Clearly those numbers are enough to last you a lifetime, your whole family. You'll never have to worry again. Then you have loss, which is like being at the bottom where you're working 5-6 days a week and it's only to pay the bills, pay for the food for your family, and you just literally break your back just to play this game and survive and pay the bills and all that shit. That's losing. The other one is you step away from that and now you don't play the game. So now you win because you're not going to lose and you're not playing this stupid game where you're relying on winning something that doesn't exist to begin with. But people can't put down their phone anyway and turn around and give up their materialism and go find a piece of land, buy it, sell all their possessions now to get the money. Just buy that land so it's yours and start building your own house on that and start living off the land. Find your community and support each other and find people that are going to support you. And the crazy part is people from all over the world are coming to Discord, which is essentially what we need to be doing, but in real life. In the physical world, not just this digital thing that they've given us.